What's good, everybody? It's Cashflow Nexus back with another video. I just want to, give my analysis on where I think the US dollar and Mexican peso is going for next week and for the long haul. But as y'all could see on my screen, I trade this quite a bit. And y'all could see that I am a Ichimoku cloud trader if you're not familiar with that, which is this thing that disappeared. So, with that being said, let's jump into it. Look at that. What just happened to my screen? Y'all just saw that, how everything just disappeared? My computer is acting a pendejo. Look at that shit. It's just acting up on me. Oh, see, look, now it wants to come back. Anyway, let's jump right into it. So, as you guys could tell, I trade this pair quite a bit. It has made me the most money in my trading career, and I pretty much trade only a few pairs, and this is by far my number one pair to go to when in doubts. So I drew my trend lines. I drew support and resistance lines where it's strong, where it's hasn't broken and it tests. So as you could tell, it's been respecting this trend line right here. It's been showing signs of selling pressure and been consolidating in this area right in here. Where do I think it's going to go? Overall, in the long run, I do believe that it has the potential to push higher, but right now, in this time, I think it's got to push down. And let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, right in here. So, as you can see, it's been consolidating between the highest level 20.65 zone and let's see 20, let's say 20 exact. I'm not going to play with that. Let's say between 20.65 and 20 zone. So it's been playing between these areas going back and forth. So how would I trade this? Honestly, I wouldn't, but if I were to trade it, it would be on a smaller time frame, like the 15-minute time frame. Ooh. Zoom out. It would be more for scalping. So here, so I'm a breakout trader, or Ichimoku, and a pattern trader. So I look for patterns when it's in a consolidated state. So how I would have traded this, you guys, here you could argue that it made a double top, and how I would have traded that, I would have waited for it to test this area again. And since I'm a Ichimoku trader, I would have waited for one of these candles to have a strong break. Let's see, let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so right here is probably where I would have got in on this trade, simply because it's an engulfing candle and it has violated Tenkan-sen, which is this red line here, and it violated Kijun-sen. Not only that, it's also had strong momentum pointing downward, Tenkan-sen. So as you could tell, it's right in here. Boom, it's broken. It violated. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it broke here, came down. Even Chiku span broke through the cloud. Whenever you see Chiku span breaking through, these are my confirmations. So this is considered a resistance area, all right? So once it has broken the resistance area, once it has touched resistance, I look to see if it's going to respect this here. So it respected it. It came down. I'm not going to enter here just because of that. I want to see it violate the Tinkerson and Kijisen. And I also want to see if my future cloud is bearish. And I got a bearish signal right here. I got the TK cross here. I have Chiku span breaking the cloud. So it's a strong indication that this is a double top. So once that double top has broken, I would have entered my trade right in here. And I would have put my stop loss somewhere in here. So keep it tight. So keep losses small, keep profits big. All right. So entered here. We have a good break. Bam. It's broken here. If we zoom in this region, let's see what's going on in that cluttered space. I hate how this works sometimes. I don't want to zoom in too much, have my computer acting a fool again. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom in. Want to see that? What I'm talking about, how it's acting up? Man. And they away. Oh my god, my computer screen's acting a fool. Hold on, you guys. Let me fix that real quick. Oh my god, I don't know why my computer acts like that. All right, we're back. So we established that was a double top. It broke. The next thing I would do is looking if it's going to respect Tinkerson and Kijisen. As you see it try to pull up back here, respected Tinkerson. I would have entered a position here and see it came down to the next level. Always look left. Let's exit. Always look left. You see here the next level is about right in here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about right there. You could argue and say pull it down some more in this area. So yeah, right in here is where that's exactly where. So right in here, it had a little halt. See that right here? Look left, look right. Always look in the past to confirm your entry. So what's this? Forget that. So once you see that right here, you could you know anticipated the market to start moving sideways or start to form the next pattern. So as it did right in here, let's see if we can make a pattern. What happened here? So well, all right. So here's how we could have played this. We still have a bearish future, and it's thick. So this, when the thicker the cloud, it lets you know that it's harder for price to push back up. So remain with your mindset that it's still bearish. Psychology wise, you probably would have freaked out and put in a buy, which you could have, taken it here, but overall trend is still down. So what you could have done is waited till the pattern formed. Look like it's a flag. So two ways you could have played this. Here, you could have entered a selling position. It respected this. It had a TK cross in here, which is Tinkerson and Kijisen cross. What you could have done is wait for this engulfing candle to close, or you could have entered, wait for it to close. After that close, once it closed, you could have entered a position, and the next candle you would have been in profit, reason why you would enter here, because that's price action. That's an engulfing candle, letting you know that bears are still in control of the market. So it would be pushing down, boom, right down in here. So now that that happened, what's the next pattern that's going to form? All right, so we're looking in this area now. So what I'm seeing, well, what I'm seeing right now, it's come down. It's, you know, you see this flat area, it's a resistance now. Always big, if you're taking notes, always remember when you see a flat area on the Kumo cloud of Ichimoku trading, that is a sign that there's a, that signifies a resistance area. When it's a red cloud, let me show you this. And when it's a, let's see if I can find an example. Here it is. And when it's a green cloud, it's representing a resistance. See here, a respected resistance area. Whenever it's a red and flat, well, it could actually play both ways, honestly. Always remember flat areas could be support and resistance areas, depending on which direction the market is going. That's key when trading Ichimoku. So if I take it off here, you see that it's forming a M pattern, or what's called a double top. Let's go, let's put this, no, let's use this. All right, it's respecting here. Let's put Ichimoku back on. That's flat, so it's letting you know that this area is pretty strong for a support. But also see here, whenever you see that the cloud is thinning, be wary of that, only because it shows that the momentum of the market is the trend is starting to slow down or weaken. So this this bearish trend is going to start slowing down eventually. So take that into consideration, that here it started off weak, but it got thick. Here it's weak. You never know, it might get thick again, but that's up to, we'll see what happens. We'll just see. So here, boom, boom. So I'm expecting it to come down here and then probably continue down, or it could come down and then start making its way back up. Let's go to a higher time. Actually, let's first, before we do that, let's first put a horizontal line on the screen in this area. And let's back out to the 4-hour time frame. So I put it here. So this is an area that it could come down to and then push up. And also, if you look here, the area that we're in, see how this cloud is acting as a resistance. So what's happening is saying that there's selling pressure still, double top. So look at that, double top. Once this candle closes, that will let us know, and we could push down some more. And we could push to this level here, or we could push to this next level here. I believe it will come down to this level and then possibly make its way up. If we take Ichimoku off to see clearly, let's see. Yeah, we could come down to this level right in here. I'm betting that it's going to come down to the 20 level and test that level, which is where I'm putting my money in. So that's my analysis for the US dollar and Mexican peso. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Comment and subscribe and like this video. Share it if you want to. I believe this is coming down. And if you want to see more content of me giving my analysis on pairs, or have suggestions, let me know in the description box below, and we can make things happen. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned. God bless.